This is the chip at the All Road. Look at that, it comes with a beast. That's a big drum. Nice that, isn't it? What time is it now? 7 o'clock. Yeah. So we're at day 2 of the Italian adventure. It's now 7 o'clock. Typical Italian taxi and Italian timing. The taxi should have been here at 6:45 and now it's, 15 minutes late. And this says, be here tomorrow. It's good though, isn't it? Like Coronation Street. It's a beast in the airport. Back at the airport now, let's fly home, but there's a little look around the Pezzolato factory. Just arrived at the Pezzolato factory, so they've got some stuff in the yard ready to go in and out. The factory's on 3 levels because it's into the mountainside. Might not see it, but that's where we landed over there this morning, or this afternoon. It's all the machining tools, guillotines, milling machines, punches, presses, rollers. Looks like someone's getting a new processor on Monday morning. That's the saw blade out of one of the processors. They're the spur blades there. 2.2 metres, so it'll cut an 850 log and then turn it into kindling or logs. That one outside on the wagon had cut 850 log. This will cut a 1.2 metre log because it uses a chainsaw. Because obviously if you've got a round disc, you can only ever cut nearly half because you've got the hub in the middle and it's spinning. So this comes down from the top, cuts it into slabs, 1.2 metre slabs, and then they fall flat then. And then it processes it in a different direction into logs. But look at the size of the electric motor to drive the chainsaw. Even comes with a lovely double glazed conservatory with an air conditioning unit to operate it from. What's that driving? The saw? Or a hydraulic pump? The saw. Massive. Hydraulic pump that drives the saw, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Once they saw the log, they then push it through them dies. You've got 2 different sizes of log it'll chop it into. So you sit in this seat here, and then if the log splitter goes wrong, you just press a button, that pneumatic door opens, and you stand up and you poke it the right way around, and the door shuts, then off you go again. Put little joysticks on it. But they were saying it's too much effort to stand out the seat. You'd be better with like a piece of wood to poke it from here. But yeah, who'd have thought that they made log splitting processors that big? Some electrics though to run it. It's bigger than me, that cabinet. If you ever bought a machine and wondered how the hell they put it together, I think, how did you get that bolt? Well, that's how. That bolt you need that spanner for, you can guarantee it's going to be 5 o'clock on a Friday night, you're trying to get it off in the dark. To change the blades on this big chainsaw, you slacken that, just thread it on to the other end and then tighten it back up again. That's a big drum.
This can be swapped with the one that we have seen.
Yeah.
So same drum size, so 1400, 1000.
Yeah.
But these are for very specific chips because it's very micro. This is for microchips. So
yeah.
Cutting 3 times.
That is. So that is that thick.
No, that thick. Then we
wow.
got a.
What size is that bearing? That is huge. 500 horsepower, yeah. Man engine,
yes.
And then class cab. Crane on it as well, cooling pack. That in feeds like loads of rollers. Simple that, isn't it? So that blade spinning like that, you got something in that hits the counter knife, it'll just snap them bolts as a shear bolt and it'll drop it, the counter knife down, and that changes the distance as well. Yeah, so that's a screen with baffles in. And then 2 augers underneath, is there?
Yes, because then the machine will be delivering through belt.
Right, yeah, yeah.
In this case.
Yeah, belts on it, yeah. This is the chipper at the all road. Look at that, it comes with a beastie toolbox. Size of them wheels. Nokian tyres. Middle feed, big cat engine on it. Crane, class cab. Which obviously spins so that you can see what you're doing. Do they stop it bouncing when you're going fast on the road?
Yeah. To share the weight, to get it legal on the highway.
You have to have more wheels.
Yeah.
Proper job. There's one working with the cab lifted up so you can see what you're doing. The Matrix. There's Daddy if you're watching later.
It's second hand.
Yeah, I know.
Is it home?
Do you reckon you can fit that in your hand luggage?
Is that home beam? It looks like it's got like... It is home beam, isn't it, that?
Piece of wood.
Home beam.
Not silver birch.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Yeah.
Lions, tyres. That's a huge John Deere engine to go in a chipper. It's one here that's sort of like half built. Oh, there's the auger beds underneath the decks. That one looks like it's been in a fire. That's the blower unit. So that's tungsten carbide on the blower, so it never wears out.
Yeah. And then there is air ducts here.
Oh yeah. There's a quiz question. What is that? You think you know? Let me know in the comments. This machine here is a bit smaller than one we saw working before, so it's only 2 axle. But that's only 1 metre wide, so we're looking at one that's probably like 1.2, which is similar to the Heiser hack. So they're just going to basically price it up for the spec that they think will work best for us. Yeah, so it's 900-ish wide, isn't it, that one? This is a shredder as well up here.
Drum.
That's 950 wide, and that's how thick the steel is.
Yes, and this is 660 diameter.
Yeah.
So this is exactly the drum fitted on that
The other
chipper.
one. Yeah.
And is comparable to the Heiser one. What does that weigh?
Is that carbide as well then? Must be. That carbide?
No, this is Vidia. What is carbide? I'll show you.
You just show me now the a counter knife with carbide on. I think he said it's on 1,000 hours, so that bit's warm, but this hasn't. We now arrived at the power station up the road where they've got one of these running, and they just told me that Wilson's at Preston have got one, Harry Wilson. Keith and Ian, is it? So he's going to show us it working. Not even in a change out the engine. The chip quality out of it's amazing. But it is doing pure log. But we've got some brash over there who's going to try in a minute. Let's have a look. If that's the worst, then
that's the worst.
That's perfect to me. It's on the move. I'm going to try that now. I'm going to put some bark peelings in it now. Bark peelings. this is like, it's like brass. Some green stuff through now. This big Massey here, I don't know what is it, 8730, it's got a chipper on the back, but this platform on the back, you sit your mini digger on the back, like I don't know, 4-ton digger with a crane on it, feed your chipper with it, but then when you're not chipping, you take your mini digger off the back and go digging or whatever, or you can use different diggers on the back, whatever your choice, rather than having a crane. Then you've obviously got a cab and aircon. That's such a good idea.
When we were passing by today, you told me, okay, I need to chip that kind.
Yeah.
Can you reckon that?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It's just there, you know. It's 5 kilometers from here.
It's just started chipping while the other guy's getting ramps down. 1200 horsepower to do 100 to 120 ton of chip an hour.
Last year, swapping our old salmon.
New last year. That's lost in translation. Is that an old chipper? That.
Having an old here, all around in the yard stuff. It was too old, so we bought with a brand new.
Nice, that isn't it? A couple of chippers here ready to go out.
Good.
It's properly flat, isn't it? Got some dairy farmers with us as well. I think that's the factory. The Alps. I think we're over France now, and that looks pretty flat. Go that way and it's full of snow. Turns out most of France is now covered in snow. I can assure you it is much colder in England than it is in Italy. Just arrived in Huddersfield, so I've got the train with David because he's on his way to York. I've got off here, Charlotte's picking me up. But yeah, that's the Italian adventure over with. Hope you've enjoyed it today, but here's the birthdays. This isn't going to work, is it? James wasn't cooperating, but we were going to do the birthday bumper with him and Chester. Oh, now Chester's not cooperating. But hey! Behave. So we'll do it on here. So today's birthday one, we've got Chris Lilly is 53. Sarah Pidsley, my cousin, is on there. Helena Seward, is it? Joseph Brown is tomorrow. No, the 22nd, but it's got to be read out today, otherwise you will miss it. Wivy is on there. I don't know what that is. How you pronounce it is correct. Paul Ward's on there. Martin Wallace is 49. And Derek Southwood. Happy birthday, everyone on there and anyone else whose birthday it is. And we are up to £57,284. So happy birthday, everyone. That is all for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you all tomorrow. James is trying to eat cake now.